Hi, Henny, how are you? It's Teknikolour, and today I have another speed build for you, but this one's a little different. You've probably noticed that this video is a little bit shorter than normal, and that's because I was very inspired by Taylor Swift and her new album, The Tortured Poets Department. And specifically her new music video, Fortnight. I wanted to recreate it in The Sims 4, and I did, at least some of it, because I have an idea that I want to be trying out over on my TikTok. So if you're not following me on TikTok, you might want to be, because there's going to be some things happening. But anyway, let's check out the speed build. So I decided to build this on the Sand Trap flat lot in Oasis Springs. I kind of felt like Oasis Springs was probably the best place to build based on the music video Fortnite. And I knew that I wanted that first initial room that we see where Taylor is on the bed, like up high, kind of floating. I thought this is kind of the perfect room to do. And I wasn't sure how much of the rest of the music video I was able to even make in The Sims 4, but I decided I would definitely be able to make at least that first room and the second room, which I did. And I think that this came out really well. I'm so excited because, as y'all know, I'm probably not the best at using the tool mod, but I think it's an amazing tool and I want to get better at it. So I took this as a sort of test, and based on how I used it in the builder games, I feel like I did a really good job of learning the tool then. And now that I have a little bit more experience under my belt, I feel like this was kind of a breeze to get through. So again, there's not much that I tooled. I kind of just lifted a bunch of furniture up, but I don't know. I was kind of impressed with it. I also decided to use some of the wallpaper from Spa Day because I thought that it glowed. I don't know if it actually does. I feel like it's supposed to. It kind of looks like it does, but once I was actually in the room, I felt like it didn't really do anything. So I ended up, I don't know if it's in the speed build, but I ended up getting rid of the ceiling entirely, and then I ended up putting it back. And then I ended up using those island living floor tiles that are just like glass. I used those, and I feel like that worked perfectly. So it kind of brings in the lighting from the ceiling or the roof, but it's not really like that in the music video, but I felt like it would give a little bit more of the same vibes as the music video, if you will. I also use that get together window, the get together window that it's also a mirror, because that's definitely what they were going for in the music video. And I thought, oh my God, because I didn't even realize that that existed until fairly recently. And then I went in and I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect. Making that little bathroom area too and having the tub on the ceiling, it was just really fun to get to work and try to figure out what I wanted to do for this speed build. So I was very interested in it. I also tried to use as many items as I could that looked exactly like they are in game. Obviously, there is that little like bar cart or book cart that is not exactly how it looks in the music video, but I did the best that I could. So basically my whole idea is I wanted to recreate a couple of rooms from this, and I kind of want to make a kind of TikTok that uses the build. I'm going to see if I can post that a little bit later today. We'll see how it goes. But I'm just so excited for it because I feel like this is something that could make my TikTok a little bit more interesting. Mostly I just post game clips on there for my Twitch streams. And while that's fun, I think a lot of the content that I've been excelling at is also The Sims 4. So who knows, maybe making more Sims content over on TikTok is just what we need. I have been eagerly anticipating Taylor releasing The Tortured Poets Department, and I'm really enjoying the album, but I haven't listened to it a ton to really know everything just yet, but I really really love the song Fortnight. I've been listening to it like crazy. Also love But Daddy, I Love Him, which I hope is a reference to my girl Ariel, you know, Little Mermaid. Huge fan, huge fan. But it's been really fun because I feel like my parents are also really getting into Taylor Swift. I feel like they've liked her music before, but they're getting really into it now. They were very excited to watch the Eras tour, and they even watched it before my boyfriend and I watched it ourselves. We kept meaning to watch it, and then we just like never found the time to, and then they had watched it already, and we were like, okay, we gotta watch it. Also, what is very exciting is I kind of woke up the day of the release, and I was kind of freaked out because at actually a little bit after midnight, my dad had texted me, literally just OMG. And I woke up and I have anxiety, and I'm like, what's going on? Is something wrong? Like, what is happening? And I couldn't imagine like why he was just texting me, oh my God. And I kind of freaked out, and I was like, what? And then he responded like pretty quickly and was basically like, oh, it's something to do with the Taylor Swift album. You'll know when you listen to it. And I was like, oh, okay. Cause I went to bed. I could not stay up till midnight. I wanted to, but I was like, it's not gonna happen, not gonna be a good idea. So I ended up listening to it that morning, and I was listening and I was doing stuff right here at my desk. And then we get to the second track, which is the Tortured Poets Department. And she mentions Patti Smith, and my jaw dropped because my dad is a huge Patti Smith fan. And actually, I'm pretty sure that my very first concert ever that I've been to was probably Patti Smith, because my parents took my brother and I to a lot of concerts growing up. And we were lucky enough to see a lot of artists. And one of them that I think we've seen a few times is Patti Smith. So it was actually kind of exciting to hear Taylor reference Patti Smith. But my dad is a major fan, so I knew that he was like losing his mind over that. So it was just like so surprising. So I don't know. Very, very exciting. My parents actually bought me that copy that I showed earlier of the Target exclusive version of the Tortured Poets Department on vinyl, and I can't wait to give it a listen. I'm just like floored. It's so far like such a good album, and I haven't even had a second to listen to the anthology album, because if you didn't know, she dropped another album, and I don't know if it's like the same songs and then some extra, like that's like an extra album on top of that, or I don't know. I'm just shocked, but I don't know. I'm very excited. But my whole plan is I want to kind of do music video building. So kind of building a few music videos. So this is kind of like my starter. This is kind of my test. And I thought it was the perfect one to start on because she just dropped the album. She just dropped the music video. So I think it is going to be rather fun. Also, if you didn't know, I play The Sims every Tuesday and Thursday morning over on my Twitch channel. Just the same name as it is over here, just Teknikolour. And I had so much fun today because we checked out the new kits. So we checked out the Urban Homage kit and the Party Essentials kit. And thankfully, because of the EA Creator Network, I was able to give a code of each out to my community. And it was just like really fun. And we all were like very shocked by these two kits. We knew that the one that Ebonics had collaborated on, the Urban Homage, was going to be good, but we didn't know how good. We were like, oh my God, this is like really good. I am very taken with a lot of the items in there. And Party Essentials, I kind of figured I probably wouldn't use that one quite as much just because, I don't know. I don't really throw that many parties in The Sims. And if I do, it's kind of like just a quick thing, just trying to age them up. And it's not, I don't know, it's not very in-depth, but I don't know, that might change now because I actually like a lot of the items. I personally love the record player. I love the dance floor. I thought that was a very, very good idea, especially because we don't really have anything like that. I mean, we have dance floors, but not invisible ones that I know of. So the fact that we can kind of just designate where our Sims dance, I don't know. I'm excited for it. Something that I really enjoyed with building this was trying to figure out like the filing cabinets and figuring out like the room that they're all working in. And I knew that I didn't want it to be too big, especially because I didn't want to rotate this on the lot. And I knew that I wanted it to be just a straight shoot. And I knew that I just didn't want to repeat it over and over and over again. So I repeated like a bunch of it, but then I put the mirrored wall, and that I think just makes it look so much more extended. Oh, I thought it came out really well. Also picking the desks, because everything in here for the most part is white. So I wanted something to fit like that grayscale look and try to make it look like it fit into the music video as best as I could. And I feel like this does. I feel like I did such a good job. I'm really, really proud of it because I didn't think it was gonna go like that. I didn't think I was going to have as much of a painless experience trying to figure out what to put in here, because I didn't want stuff that was like too colorful or anything like that. And I feel like this took off. This looks really good. So yeah, in the future, I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go in and I'm going to make rooms or houses or whatever that fit music videos. I don't know. Here's the thing that I don't know. I don't know if there is a lot of music allowed on TikTok. So it might not actually have the music video song, but at least I'll be able to showcase what I did in The Sims. And if you're familiar with the music video, maybe then you'll like it. I don't know. But my name is the same over on TikTok if you're interested in seeing how that turns out. Again, it's just Teknikolour. I'll link it down below if you're interested. But yeah, we do a lot of The Sims, and actually, if you are interested, tomorrow we're going to do another stream at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and Gemma, my Generation 6 Sim, she is aging up into a child, and we're throwing the birthday party first thing. I'm so excited. We just had Winterfest. There's so much going on, so it's the perfect time to jump in. But anyway, that is the end of the speed build. There's not much of a tour to do, so I think I'll just put a little slideshow at the end here. And then if you're interested in how this looks on TikTok, be sure to check it out. But thank you so much for watching. If you liked this and you like my content in general, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. It really does help with the algorithm. But if you want to see more Sims content or even some other game content, like I've been doing Ori and the Will of the Wisps over on my Twitch channel as well. We're also going to be doing some community games probably this Saturday. We're going to be streaming a little bit later than normal. I'm actually doing a Tech After Dark. Usually I lean a little bit more PG-13, but things are going to be a little more unfiltered, which is always scary for me, but whatever. But yeah, check out these photos and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.